Obi the question be about say me di kan kura busa solo ansa na show ne best start na me say metimi won ya say e china game no be kire kwan a Kotoko ne has next season e be hu omo e wo Ghana league ni
I will say e won popoye has some mpam obi ade but the bomb match ni we na has international be pam for now there almost said they will use grammar of number of years options available behavior but say omo kona ekotefa so a na moment me ansha omo use sa options ni bia the supporters will remind them of their position last season on the Ghana League table.
Cheche wasem no muye.
Me say, ochino has sha. On betimi na we no nimfie ne doors nti e a chance for because football fans you will feed the atwam. You will take feed the atwam pa focus what the da ho. Nti ye man a chance. They be ochino aboy na has a Kotoko. What Jacob no they are celebrating na. It will be difficult for most of the supporters to make a case say Mpamo be 7, 10, 11. To what they say. So the club can manage the remainder of the players. But so China ebo wie na se Kotoko se hasa. E won crying. For the third time in almost a year, players na has cars on be pam no on be jom nyina akwa ha de be che no on be match on tse se ne Kotoko match players ekogu secretary uru ha ni aka che on ka club ne plans on no enti e twem no enu bi na has be dibo no kure na no enti these reasons no one match can change the reasons because how to folk in penny for no more refia last season they survived on the last day with just a point. Just a point too. Their trips to Bro saved them. In Swatra omuko show omo, Brekum Chelsea omuko show omo, and a Bechem United omuko show omo. So how to folk club na down. Players na in penifone person more second chance. A man for the Kai almost said they shouldn't give these players second chance depending on tomorrow's results. So China asante korokotima wa pamo and now only players bel 23. Omontemu atete eba nkran e de kante ene asiama e kwotena bench e be hyewo a masa obi anti ase ma ha so penifo no the money be start to stadium I'm telling you Jibo
the mobile start
me say
Kotoko sha ase
china they will start activities in the stadium
said they
because under no what have you really focused me say why does he coaching happy. Is what are happy about the transfers? On Kasai, missing about tre. Otena by 9 o'clock. Either Kotoko Besha has and I has Besha Kotoko. But se has Mac this Kotoko team Besha ma. I'm telling you, say
this Kotoko team.
But this Kotoko team is not a good ship. It's not in a good ship. How is this Kotoko team in a good ship?
Kotoko team in a good ship.
What makes this Kotoko team in a good ship?
How my signings?
Signings, new players no man training how many days? How to folk have maintained their team. Let me make my point. You can come and analyze the players. Let's analyze Kotoko. Let's take our time and analyze Kotoko. And look at the number of starters. Free Kotoko. Frederick Asari is the goalkeeper. In case of anything, Fatau Seydua on that league match that and a Kotoko bench. On that Ghana Premier League match
that Division 1.
Me say on that Ghana Premier League. So what they be on there be that on the Kotoko bench. Kotoko right back Emmanuel Kote the other bench. We about one Premier League match. The whole career in Prince Adasa. Maybe I'm telling you that some body left back here Abdul Hamid Al Hassan Mohammed is smart. On board Ghana Premier League match that Obeduru Kromo on 3 weeks. On the Koboko left back. Swatting Komanase. Defense stable. Henry Ansu, any Abranti friend Justice Billy. There is no use if Nuruddin or Kotoko bench. Kotoko team na ko Nuruddin in count. Nuruddin was one pivot Kotoko back in the last season. OBED no consistent or Kotoko defense and use if Nuruddin. Ye fano and some ya phobia can on team no. Samba Obeduru Kumarabe. Say Monday was saying.
Samba so babe. Samba by last week Thursday.
Look at this. Only 1 week wa Ghana. Only an option or Kotoko bench. Into Menu, Babaya, Emmanuel entry. This to be the midfield three. No, let me explain. Take these three out. Take these three out. Kotoko any bench.
Okay.
Morrison a free bench. Until steady Kotoko team now. Yanya Omalusu Nicolas Osebonsu from the left back, who was one key player. Omalusu Yusuf Nuruddin because one can ho. This make it two. Oban Finfi Morrison go Lamte ko Brenim Homukwala ko. So if you lose these players, okay, the other ones they bear options on the bench. Kotoko main team players. I have found way senior players. 16 and I'm the conquering.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Mamuza a question with you.
So maybe point in a say.
Mebao.
This Kotoko team is not in that shape as compared to the above.
What's your point? O say, say China se Kotoko team way. Esha Hasa. House of Folk supporters a demonstration against.
They will rise up.
Okay.
They will rise up.
Yanko the other way.
No,
they will.
You know.
Based on their happened recently, Kotoko. I know money say match be say do money. I am yi players no say how social Kotoko eh.
Now do you think has Kotoko the fans will keep quiet? The Kotoko fans will keep quiet. Najibu don't him Kotoko cheat out for.
They will also rise up.
They will speak. They might be quiet because omu say players neighbor. Entiane bia the American.
The China match the moja semo.
I don't just say a good day. The American ebi obi beka say but China. My new players in Kobo nento omo to papa. Now as a people won't start doing comparison with Omo Mejo Omo Kaina. This is something we all know. So the Kotoko team cannot this crop of Kotoko players. The last friendly match at Kotoko against Dabu Academy. Okay. If Kotoko had their full squad intact, about 5 of these players last season, majority of Kotoko matches no one started. Otina Kotoko the Elvis Chebafo and Abdul Rahman and they could lead your attack. Can you compare them to
that means pressure beko has so in case Kotoko show mana if say the same pressure beko Kotoko so
Kotoko they no cry hey bechen has yes because people start asking questions say why did you let these players go, especially if the new ones are not able to raise the bar or even equate it. So this is obvious.
But Omoma, in case Omoma performance of hope, not only the results, but Omo Bobo be a boy Omo Bedie. See a momo bra.
Entina me de share was a some Monday bono. And me and Drew adada fona na and bear performance of hope no. Mostly something and nipan will put you up a good performance a bay. The okone ho. But they be a results. I hope you get my point. That is where performance of hope comes in. Ebia Tise Mukwala first game, he did not score. But people were impressed how he was moving, the take-ons, the contribution with other players. If you watch Awuchi, near who something similar. If you watch Abdul Rahman, near who this 1-on-1 v1 Otimichibi, Otimi said, people ask questions. And my point is that Heart to Folk team is in a better shape in terms of consistency, team chemistry. You can't take that away. Team chemistry and consistency, they are better than Kotoko.
And him only OBED.
Well, a crucial time for the two teams now. House of Folk, what I know is that the players on person they've given to the board. Players House of Folk, but just on a tight lip. This competition. Then House of Folk will start on exercise now. So results of this game will not influence on decision. But just what I say. So OBED person just say the results will influence decision. So I still stand to say the results of this game will not influence on decision because they've already made that decision and they've communicated to the board and to some of the management members who've kept that new names now on their chest train. This competition a delay and come out. You see the point?
So omo the train match way. So omo match way we are and omo bibia na hasaye.
So I some the we almost season no. We season no. But the decision there it has already been taken. The list has been given to the management and the board. It was first given to the board. Na board chairman ho. Until say later on, ebia the MD and them so enya. I want to believe so. Sana akwakoye. So whatever will happen on this game, no, a little influence, very little influence on decision also, little or no influence on decision also. Because player do our a game we I charity match. Do I call it charity match? I friendly match. Pressure behind the name no. Every my baby be not say we the host in one more and every influence and I don't think say nobody. It no let's wait and see. Say Kotoko and I'm free say you know we have to help them because I can say I time bomb be when that wholesale change, you know, as the exodus of players now, the supporters want to see the Eba, especially the new place here baby corners the modern bono and so near clearly Kotoko that comparison Kotoko don't be has omunya sano
ko fofo no mabane kakra bi
ba Kotoko ebeye
ebe hu say the smart
you see the point
left back so
compare because as able
yeah the position they no go no say no dey normal
yes but I think say because yenye fair to those players so because how many days somebody and we are playing the biggest Kotoko opponent in Ghana here. Ghana Kotoko biggest opponent has to biggest opponent is Asante Kotoko. So say a player, for example, being for the Sudanese players in any opportunity to play. Not when you're there. That's the idea. Not a measure. You're fair to them. Time I start training. Time I'm buy. So I think and I say a guide against. Right? So you know, a game. I think the pressure no. You know, Kotoko more than Sebeko has to focus on. Oh, the pressure no Kotoko more than Sebeko because Kotoko no any new players no ever. And the problem is that when they decide to play the new players now, that they affect football must tell party in football no, and also they will be lacking.
Kotoko. Okay.
What I say, because that time share 1-0 player be na or no problem no. Say unless Kotoko nya some old players be a omo system no much omo getting to understand omo no enche. But say if Kotoko is going to continue to use this international players the likelihood say omo struggle no is there. First, omo the tension and behind Kotoko and House of games. You see the point? The tension the pressure they are going to witness this for the first time.
Okay, my member will come. Sameno production team no more was discussion because no say na no pena Kotoko free Kumasi.
Yeah.
I'm the money chain kind nti on Kotoko omo say YouTube page. Omo journey from Kumasi to Accra.
So on the game we say OBED air can.
Mo fan
so Kotoko team we ko say ha. The only year mo say House of Folk team no, they are not any better team. As far as the House of Folk team are concerned, no. But one thing I'm saying Kotoko and they say that therapy that understand na make one no. The chemistry that they play together, they know each other and that stuff no is there. That one is there. So expecting say the football as it is, say a team sport there. The House of Folk should be stronger than Asante Kotoko as far as this game are concerned.
Okay,
you see the point,
Mate.
But then again when we feel we have to advise both supporters no. Say any way na say cover problems ediba. Say ko go be to anas wagina ho say or twam again we akoso e dey abeka ne nsem bia won twen. Any game we because that player no be akobo for example is smart or is what or so akobo na say wa anyani dey a it doesn't make him a bad player. Okay. But because he's in the Bia new to him.
But you know first impression.
Oh, first impression is there. But so what my first impression play now and yet the total output. But who you know so this player could be a very good player. But because of situation being
to me.
You see the point?
Okay.
When to you know I advise them so
my Zaki to neighbor for so kakra and video ne da so no. But there ba ku bi na me hu ye Kotoko driver no ne mpanyefo no mo hwe sade ne Baba Baby a Kotoko no a dine one, baby a place in the dano. On say highway, pay no more. We baby an a bass ni jina kofa place na. A quan ho pay, Inti, so mo ebe room, upper baby ejina. I saw I chance of Mumtino. And to move unko jina ni muho, so to the mechanasi, because a highway, or more move free, just so Mati free or more banes and your manamano. Oh, we are another co. No, just on kind for the idea. So on the way to Accra. I say, what on Econo, T. Bassano. I am a more fancy baby. Yakwana home. I Ose. Lucky. I did okay. Okay. Oh, so what's I'm just me picture. No, no good place. Me picture if you know. Anyhow, it's no. Say if you baby who said you, the most important thing is say. Players we almost a big asset the my club no. So to the mechana say. Club na investment. Ewo mumu. And we for Kotoko Japa de omo nyina the biggest players no. Baba ni. Baba no. Baba na ekono. Won say baba na fun nyina bobo. Baba no na fun papa. Nti omo fa players na, omo fa bass ni nko gina ba bia. Eye save. Sa bu kwan ho adwoso kwan na de bafu meso ho ne de OBED. Eduru he hono bia yine nanu. I think the Rams go. You better forget about Rams. Zach, one na so no OBED nya adwene no. Say so de ato so say one a china game ni nye game a. Say uye Kotoko chitani a. So the pressure koto team ni so. Because players ni bi omo bebo no mo ye new players. Omo nim the tension e wo Kotoko ne has game mu. Enye game a say e fan say do or die. Yeah. We dey ansha say ne besi na omunya abotre mfa matim no omunko ne kakran diwo zakito nze here the we have to we are here to educate kakra. You see friendly match on kwako. The only thing is that you say wow be no you back of friendly match view America. That is what is at stake in this game. It's a friendly game. 2 the same teams na league no munya de no. Welcome to 102.7. Teams na no munya de no. Ana ekwa kwehia. And if you pick us folk. OBED just told us say that team no escape league with just 1 point. E ka kete no more. That team no. The only additional my ewa and striker Boateng. And also no, the reason why they can improve this team and they say, who's a off season? Uncle Mojo Mahome and a carpenter. Yes, we may train 1 week with 2 weeks beneath from Bobo. So you don't expect just overnight. So team now 1 point get no. Say Bobo say elite team ya afido ya de ama NC. Second, on the part of Kotoko, a team on so no. Na say okwa na narugu on match day 33. Okwa wini ansa na YCF o league mu. No so nyaade say has nyaade na no mu nya no ya na season end day. Now, why the argument of Kotoko has been having a stable team than Kotoko. Kotoko team last year, more games, you know, Jiro. Left back, and anyhow, Morford, Morrison, Zeze, and Mukwala. So in terms of, I'm not missing just 4 players because Uko Ichirewa. 5 players now plus goalkeeper no. Almost 4 who are constant. The only one that will be outsider in that back 5 no. Is smart. You can't tell me it's a huge change at the back that they can play. For that matter has stable has important. They allow you to partner a 2 center back or just as a 1 pair. As be NFL say upon frani. But team no me training. And by this of say before you can know yourself, you should play together. Training them and fashion ba. In terms of combination, because be a training no, ye mbombo. Training no na ye bom ne na yasbe ne
a friend saying captain ya fe agbesima so I say eti you understand eti ufa sa angle na I just left back Morrison and Zeze Demukwala now I'm just say Nuruddin dia no enkel be factor because
Blay as a factor so use Nuruddin
the entire use Nuruddin say Blay ne boy no anso no I've play more matches in terms of minutes. These are players sa Kotoko Elisu Santa Basongo bo pa do na emiensa
eno ye time na on 3 back no Blay Ansu Nuruddin that means
so they played and it doesn't matter they played together as a center backs
Ntomabo
mo wache and money impon say Blay Ansu was the one playing in the middle and Blay on the right and they were closer
then the ball left you closer it's the no answer mabo
I can't make anything they play together I won't be enkase they are not omunya understanding eti bona bako ochira no yo ade e se we are supporter uti ase ne se omunya team fofo bia o na this is now ba no so no they can't influence anything because just two instead me mababe yo
who say players no so be who say game no a game on betimi am make you mark supporters be jo modi team ne spirit be form omunya game be say am dey be prove to supporters ne say yes you buy pese baby go Kotoko
and they normal every player want to play and win to prove something but they pese e call mu understand also but say ne say any game that you are we are expecting Kotoko to play like Barcelona be as Spain team ni bi and I say as a folks to play as Spain national team be there be and team na share last year na dey work home
okay so now come back to defense and based on analysis I dey say just one change okay you come
now Moford there's in team who's in the team already two na free Morrison and Jesse now the argument no so last
about a lot of matches last year especially in the second round there's about matches
second round no e ka be 10 matches there's a continuous to us but this na ye che and in team and friends Lamte Sharif started Sharif in team no about friends saying Lamte
in team near start ye che anamboa and a Sharif Bem na Sharif be boy as defensive until so
opera so it's in Moford say who can and but for Ebian train ya omunya bebre a for last season performance there say MQ team ni mo a MQ was better than all the Kotoko Mofoders offensive Mofoders in the league about last season no do you na meboa
depending baby of free ban
to as in the position of boy
many best see abaka him say goals or share no today you can't
no any goals nko say na o hwe ne ball no boy na baby no free no in terms of the no the money team so say na no ye be yin highlight be wa say it in terms of what he did last season there over rating ahead of all the Kotoko attacking midfielders ni na eti ba for dia train o munya nche eti me who how Emma has been stable than this team.
But that
because has so no.
So okay, yeah,
first level in bench. First level in here bench.
Zach, only no OBED match nyabote.
Yeah, the first level in bench.
Allow Zach to talk. Kodogo team om de kwa akra ni nyabote. Ferry Kasare no team ni mu last season. Fatau Mohammed Kodogo dini ko loan. And then they were back. The other one had little experience with the club. Ansu last season no. In Dongani, Samba O'Neil, Obaka Onyana Watch. To Yen see and Cha, and found can you for no. Justice Blay last season no. Esmat Mohammed Al Hassan, also in Chebia and Obaye. Emmanuel Kote on so about second run of the Ghana Premier League. That's last season no. Michael Che Dramana on so one could be by list on by Nidium. Omo Unifrim. Okay. It that means there 16 players. There 16 players on the coy. 18. Okay. Baba Yaya also last season no. Emmanuel Entry a new player. UEP Yagoub a new player. Bernard Somoa or a old player. Elvis Cheba for a new. Ntimenu a old. Peter Amidou Aqua a old player. Prince Adesa
a old player.
A old player. And my man Jordan Ngolo Conte Emisa report eba no hono nyasem ketwa kofobu den na Ngolo Conte no samena mo ne mo mpeni din ma men because me wo mai bia ye kofobu o mo ka chem ze player we bobo am mfani agro and send the pakona ka chem se sa branch no sa me peni din ma men ai wa ka chem se abrantie ne bo a obo no training ground so no nya ball ketwa ese se obeje ball pa free ni sem de sia jese ode ayi kana na efe na riabo no aha jese ode fan so it's based on this no dey fa we kura na ye wo Frederick Kasare
5 new players 3 new team players
it's based on the ode maye ye nya 10 old players e wo team na che say
5 new
OBED me banya abotre
you are jumping the age to see to where you know
it's based on numbers no we call you know old players no edosu chain new players on domoko it's old players in 10 the room to the next step ni say old players no more do say and the best start game no
and based on
nyame ya do
say the old players more
based on list you mudi koi bibia chese Frederick Asare na beda they be preventing injury Kote ebebo right back left back there because of options enche then who bebre no and a new player ban smart na bebo minni say Samba omudi ne beba game no straight no Ansu ni play and ebebo it from Kotoko back 5 no yenya 4 players no mo ye all players at the Mac club no okay mefo so no in team bebo Baba Yaya will play and Peter Amidou Aqua the bench ni new player me pese me kwa enti that means Peter Amidou Aqua in team menu Baba Yaya omonko ama ye 3 then Frederick Kasare T4 and possible say 7 players last season no more part of the team no ochina omo best start game no but baby a problem ne won ye on say offered by department and come defense there kabaka say more majority of the players on board last season Medford no so based on how Kotoko mo set up omo team no omo lose numbers kakra o Medford no so te me chana say omo lose be 2 players bia last season they were instrumental. They say Richmond Lamte before the injury, no, was virtually like the best performing player in the Premier League. They are going to play 3 midfielders. They are going to play 3 midfielders. They have 2 of the old players. 2 no na. There be 2 near Yaya. And but so going to go to old players. But no forget about last season. Me see position of the players. So what the mention say. It's you for any more so it looks like Bernard Somoa be starting. And Amidou Aqua be starting. It's the almost mixes say no from almost starting 11 last season like 3 players.
Bebrebe say you look like say
by bench no so we be so mobile be shema. And
so
you pick your first 11.
Yeah, first 11 na first.
Who pick your first 11 you answer your bench.
And you can. Me sure say you call Hasa.
And that's how we players so almost so free no. Their impact. To say Morrison, to say Richmond Lamte, to say Mukwala. They had these are players whose impact on the team was so huge.
Yeah, it was so huge.
But
I said, me must say, has Anya Dibia Nelson, I said, who said, 69 boy. Has Anya Diana Entino. If Kotoko have loses our players where and has all of a sudden just overnight, better. Means an argument on ultima here. Team and area. No, we are in Bono. Question mark bound, go back over you say, Wakwan Doji Bono, and a bon cotoretum. And you said that. You understand? But Aquan Doji Bono and Bono and Gas ask me. asara mu kam enti akira se ha sim no a ye fi se omo players no wonom no omo anya de surunku bi enti no betuma ka se omo won tin dia better than Kotoko because players be free there be.
But I get to lose closer to 20 players one particular season and yet that is you
Baby so mo no mo like key guys in the team. Key guys I can
play boy we from what say play me no
key ones I can ya we do
e chane there on say supporters ni be obia na adwene but supporters be so mo hu science ebia Zakito koye no de obaye no enye only the results
one or two signs but they shouldn't expect too many signs the conclude and they shouldn't be disappointed so much because maybe a team no every official team akono football say we play a major role in helping them. Sometimes you leave it to your supporters or make conclusion different. But some of us are you say better than maybe maybe amoni per ehuno. We should hammer our animal. And yet I Kotoko favor, but it's a fact football. You cannot put a team together over and expect them to play like
it's based on their okay. Obeso say next season, season a year Kotoko supporters and limit more expectation.
Of course, you are building a new team.
Naza Kotoko supporters
they have to.
They'll be doing harm to themselves and the club. Both Kotoko has,
but
both Kotoko has under no circumstance whatsoever next season. Omu raise expectations. Say team no more ball. Be a year who be there. It doesn't mean say they should not challenge for the league title.
Yeah,
they should, but say yeah omu ball. Too much and the supporters must accept. And yes, they should. They must. It's a must. And we will tell them, say, they should not or they must not expect an over the hill performance from the two teams.
Sir,
no, we are sir. We see. So the danger. The danger here is this: supporters nankasa. Oman here na say omo the pressure. Until no my dini because. Partly I agree with OBED, but largely I agree with Zakito that unim Oman Shaya Oman press the panic button and a bit lead them into the season. But so share Kotoko and it has to focus the way they ended the season. It behoves on everybody who is close to this club to exercise patience and restraint. And nyanya botre say Omo team no because has a folk team na can want them no. So mbeja bi kwayo, so menya bi kwayo. Clearly, team demonstrated says it's not a good team. Clearly, by all means and by all standard, the materials they have, either the players are just not good for us of folk. No, almost Kotoko, say issues, say coach, say players, say whatever. The kind of performance they gave us, and to me, see next season, and it is studio. Mini OBED crowd why a bit more closer because of the role play of Kotokomu. Any obi akabia no. And you say football club bia no matter materials awo.
Michael I the message biaba na minim a year the be the football the be no. O say Ari you are just talking as a presenter. What the league non starting.
Me nim your menchase
obeso che say the wo ka no u che nyomba league ni start here sa nyoma no maka mo vanya edu
I don't need to say catch market adwuma bi ase Michael say wa anya careful league ni start na enkoyie ube hu total performance e bia say so much kakra ase ayeye ase o ma yayi na say o ko press pani button na say o ko soldier too much to say the nobody can say demonstration here the ade no you rather disturb the team.
Okay.
You rather disturb the team because about this annual. Obama favor one with any moon. I saw my decision makers no. One better take decisions are. A better decisions are. Maybe they will not carefully think through.
As OBED no one yard.
Ati mi wie no.
That could be.
Me be wie no. Me catch the supporters of both teams. So who are doing be say. Yeah, bobo lo wie o chira. Aba bonta we disbehave a me I'll deal with you o kuma say. Me say security officer na I will personally deal with that person. Say yabo match ball ya ball chine na ye bia ni say match we enya de a it shouldn't be a just for you to come out and misbehave and away I dey and play me say support the bia was a pon say ye ball ewie no ba bonte abe hey biano diwo meni better kromase ye ntiase ma nkofo and say in your chroma say based on their personal interest and agenda. Boy, yes, in saying, boy, I want to change. You was in saying,
my God, my dear Asman was on in the Bay Mungamu.
I will personally tell that person, whoever will after this match.
Benjamin also for say well from this rebuilding excuse. You told us we are doing rebuilding in the first season. Sack all players and told us you are bringing premier players, which means you are going all out now. Where from that lower expectations? Say Obed.
This is my point. Me say this Asante continue. Yeah.
We only. Yeah. The pabe miensa. Mejo mudi. I was football ba so much player. You some of fan omoyo omo youth just fan.
You see this is me point in here say. Asante Kotoko ba bebo has. E o matcha. 10 old players na Kotoko. Sa 10 emu 3 e players are. Almost 30 matches at Kotoko and do 5 combined. 10.
And what is this atra?
Me point I mean making no.
You know say atra discussion.
The world baby you come much say na me say me point in the move. Dibo mama making the point. Me ko there be oh Dibo mama I'm just wrapping it up. I'm giving you a proper breakdown of the Kotoko team.
So bad. About Joti.
Dibo mama am for me school to me. Let me say
Obia me school to. What build the point?
Let me
say has in a better position than Kotoko because has are maintaining majority of their players ahead of this game. That is your stance. Obisu about say Ofuze Kotoko. Eso majority of the players are last season no more. It's any excuse for Kotoko. On also point I don't know why ya kwa sabe ni baby adu say ni say. Kotoko ne has and the baby omugina no. Baby omugina say no. Next season supporters expectation. See a catcher supporters say munya abotre ni ato players foforo moma ye kwan na yem build the team ni kakra and now say next season there enim gwase egu mu last season no next season straight ye kwa kwaji league
na say ne mpanifo na adi kan ka say next season straight omo ba be bomode
omaka
omienu nyina 2 clubs nyina. Coach Ogum stated it clearly that the team did not live up to expectations. Hence radical approach. They are not even going for players from lower division. And then you Coach Ogum he stated it. Maybe I mean we will play voices.
Jagi to microphone kasa.
Radical approach na Kotoko I put up this particular period no. And next season I got 3 matches na Kotoko relegation komo biem and obi expect you. And to the point is there is no rebuilding agenda on the table of Asante Kotoko. Based on the interview Coach Ogum ne Kotoko media after the season ended. Maybe you have to play that interview again. Listen to Watara. Watara so say there be but the one of my boy and no the standard of how to folk. Therefore, they want to take out to folk to the standard of how to folk league je. And next season I mean there be any come on like these clubs will say that. Among kasa kra. They won't say that kra. Listen, they won't say that. Why no Kotoko Babeka said next season Kotoko sabe head your year last season. And I wonder what have to focus so betima be Ginan and trophy for him. I don't have be Ginan how supporters and him say Monsa Nyabo trainer the year last season. You better have him. No, they are taking these clubs back to their standard. That is what they both clubs are saying. The standard of how to folk is to compete for the league. That is what Watara and ambitions is here. Watara Watara bo against Bechemu. Or perhaps a chita for Chow. And I see they are going to make good use of this period to take out to folk back to the standard. What is how to folk standard? What how to folk standard here then? There be a country. It's up there no more quiet. Debbie. What say out there in the one country say in next 2 years. Oh, now take out the standard. 7 pay the standard. Even said deeper than they are making.